talking about the NFL draft, I believe I was talking about how I like Michael Penix, and the two teams I would like to see him go to is probably the Rams and the Raiders. I think the Rams would probably be a better situation, give them a year to study under the quarterback they have there now. But with the Raiders, he would probably start right away, although Gardner Minshew is there. What do you think, Tim?
Well, I don't really know enough about him to be up or down on the guy, but whatever quarterback goes to the Raiders is going to have a good fit because they're ready to win now. Their coach appears as amazing. Some of their players, I know they lost Josh Jacobs, and this blew my head away, but I think his name is Zamir White.
Yes, Zamir White, yes.
He's going to be good.
I think so, too.
He was running over teams at the end of last year.
Yeah, he looks pretty tough.
Threw the whole front at him, and he ran right through him.
Gotcha.
I think Raiders are going to. I think they could make the playoffs.
I think they could too. They look like they could be very good this year. Now you think the Bengals? Do you think the Bengals could get the tight end there? Possibly, right?
I do, but realistically, I don't.
Okay. Well, who do you think they would probably go with?
Realistically, if it goes to them, I think it comes down to T. Higgins. I think if they're going to sign him and make that deal, well, then they're going to go for an offensive lineman and one of the young stud tackles. But if they don't, they're taking a wideout.
Gotcha. Who do you think they'll
he's going to leave? And you know he's going to leave. You get either that other kid from Thomas, I think he is, from LSU, or Worthy from Texas. You get another one to come in, because you got to remember, Tyler Boyd is also another factor. We can't let two guys walk and not get anything in return.
Has Boyd signed with anybody yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Pittsburgh, I think is going to sign with. I don't think he's going to sign there.
Okay. I think people are just assuming he's not going to be with the Bengals, so
right. And they don't know that, though, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I think the Eagles now moving on to the team I really like is my favorite team is the Eagles. But I think they would probably go with maybe a cornerback. I don't think they need any receiver help, or maybe they could go with a lineman.
What number do they pick?
They pick, I think, let me double check that. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's in the 20s. I want to say 22 maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. I should know that being a fan of theirs, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. So, but yeah, I think that's the way they'll go.
I'll tell you right now, and I've never seen this before, but there's a dude from Toledo, Ohio, Mud Hens, Rockets. Rockets.
Yeah,
and he's like one of the number one corners coming out in the draft. If the Eagles could leap up and get him, that guy's really good. I think his name's like Terry and Armstead or something.
Oh, I know who he is. Yeah, that would be
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid. I wonder why they call him Kool-Aid. I'm just curious.
That's his name, dude.
Is that his real name or is that a nickname?
You remember Clinton Dix?
I remember him. Yeah. Yes, I do remember him. He was a pretty good player. Let's see. Yeah, the Eagles do pick 22nd, so I was right. So
yeah, I don't think they'll get that dude from Toledo. He'll go like 12.
Oh, from what I'm seeing, they got Nate Wiggins from Clemson going there.
You could definitely get him.
Yeah, I think that'd be a nice addition.
I looked on that draft. Those two safeties. One's from Hurricanes of Miami, and the other one is from somewhere out west. And they're both like right there. At that year, I think it was time to pick.
Gotcha. Who do you think coming out of this upcoming draft, which is like 7 rounds? I know we usually talk about the first round, but what team do you think going in might really improve themselves?
Well, I'm going to go with my old team, my secondary team. I think it's the Broncos. How can you get worse? You lost Jerry Jeudy to the Cleveland Browns, and you got to get a quarterback. So they're going to go for J.J. McCarthy because Sean Payton will develop him into Drew Brees. It'll happen. Denver's going to be good again quick, but if you go look at that division as a whole, I would rank it Kansas City, obviously, Raiders, then probably Chargers, then probably Broncos. Or flip the last two. That's why I think the Raiders are going to make the playoffs.
But what about with Denver? Who are they going to have a quarterback? Who do you think they'll
get? I think they're going to go get one.
Who do you think they'll get?
Probably McCarthy.
Really?
I just told you. Yes.
You did.
Were you sleeping for 5 minutes or what?
No, I zoned out for a second. Sorry, man.
Him or Penix, they're going to get a quarterback.
Do you think McCarthy, or do you think J.J. McCarthy fits in that system, though?
I think anybody could fit in there because it's Sean Payton. That's
Really?
the Broncos. Maybe I'm biased, with being a Bronco fan, but the Broncos could run the football, dude. Javonte Williams or whoever, they could go out and get 5 running backs, and every one of them running backs could have 1,000 yards in the same season. Remember Terrell Davis, Orlando Scary? I mean, every one of them guys just come in that line just beats you off a spike, and you're good, man. I think J.J. McCarthy would be very good there.
But what happened with Russell Wilson there? I mean,
well, it's Russell Wilson. What do you mean? What happened to him?
you think his time's gone past?
It's just the fact that I'm not knocking Russell Wilson, but when he won the Super Bowl and almost won the other one, it was because of the defense.
Yeah, that's
On
true.
offense, he didn't have to do anything. But what did he do? He handed it off to the beast mode.
That's true.
They thought, bring him in here. We got a good defense. Von Miller a couple of years ago, bring him in here. Good defense. Hand the ball off to Williams. And he couldn't get it done.
That's true. I
mean, if Russell Wilson goes to Pittsburgh, he is there, but with him and Fields, and they do not start Fields over him, they are hurting themselves from win. They're taking wins away from that team.
Yeah, I think Fields.
Anthony Wilson played 3 or 4 weeks, and then I think that Fields just takes the ball from him.
Well, with them only signing Wilson for, which sounds crazy to us, only $1 million, which a lot to me and you, that's still a lot of money.
It is.
And there's no guarantees, so it's kind of an easy signing. That if they have any troubles, or if he doesn't do as well as they thought he could, they could just cut him at any moment, and Fields could definitely have the job.
Sure. I don't think they're going to cut him because of his veteran leadership, but I don't think he's going to be a starter.
Gotcha.
I can't see that.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, we probably spent a good chunk of time on football today. So, all right, we'll do one more little segment here. Tim's WrestleMania recap.
It'll be brief, man. I
know. No. It's okay. Take as long as you want. I used to be a big wrestling fan back in the day. Not as much now.
Who did you like when you were a wrestling fan?
Jake the Snake Roberts. Easy.
I hear this every time. That was the guy.
Snake. Well, him and Stone Cold. I like Stone Cold, but Jake the Snake for sure.
You have no idea who my number one was when I was a little guy like you. When we didn't know each other. Throw it out.
Probably Andre the Giant.
I liked him, but he wasn't my number one.
Big John Studd?
Nope.
Bushwhackers?
Nope. You're not going to get it. You want me to tell you?
George the Animal Steel?
That's who it was. Because I liked that he would have that green tongue and all that hair, and he'd go over there and grab that little baby stuffed animal and call it mine. That's my guy. His actual son is a country music singer.
Really? Who is it?
Yeah. I don't remember his first name.
Really?
Yeah, his son is a country music singer. He died a couple of years ago I think it was when me and you and I want to say it was Pat Drummond and Alvin Ellsbury, we went out to the Wings and Rings that day. He died like that day or the day after.
George Animal Steel or son?
Yeah, not the son. George Animal Steel.
Okay.
He was my favorite.
So was the son?
I liked him.
So since you can't, the country singer's name, his son, since you can't remember his first name.
I think it's Randy or something like that.
Was it Randy Animal Steel? No.
No, it's not Randy Animal Steel. Hold on. We don't want to keep the audience waiting.
Okay.
We're getting George. I'll tell you later. Yep. Okay. We're the rest of here. And, Easton, get your headphones on so you can hear what happened.
Actually, Easton watched both days.
I know he did. Easton is Brian's nephew, who's kind of like the kid admires me. And, that's how I work. No, I'm just going to say briefly what happened. The two things I want to talk about. Main event was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns in an anything goes kind of match. You saw people like John Cena and Rock and Undertaker. I'm just summing it up. And finally, at the very end, Seth Rollins came dressed down like the Seal that him and Roman were in the group together years ago. And when Roman hit Seth in the back of the chair, Cody had the time to do his finisher and win the match and win the title. And the only other thing I want to say, because Brian's an Eagles fan, in the Rey Mysterio match, two luchadors, big white guys, came out of the crowd and took out the opposing team from Rey's opposing team. And when they got in the ring, they took their masks off. One was Lane Johnson, offensive tackle, Philadelphia Eagles, and one was former Eagle and forever in your hearts, the center, Jason Kelsey.
Fly, Eagles, fly, buddy.
He told me they were doing a podcast in Cincinnati, but they're not getting as many views as we are. I'm sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. That might be a fib there with we're definitely not getting as many views as they are, but hey.
I think we will eventually.
We've actually improved.
Them on our show.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's home. Somebody came home.
Amanda just came in the door, so hey, you want to say hi? All right, she's taking her shoes off. So we were just talking about the Kelseys.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Brian's having Kelsey withdrawals now.
Hey.
Kelsey withdrawals.
Kelsey withdrawals. Yeah, they got that podcast going live today. So
In about 15 minutes.
I think it's $100 to go though. It's insane.
Yeah, that's a little steep.
I mean, why pay $100 when you can watch us for free, right?
It's been raining like all day, so
Actually, they switched venues. They switched it to the basketball arena.
oh, Fifth Third or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you know I sat on the floor there once
Really?
when senior year when we played Scott Padgett's team, the guy that went to UK. Jimmy and him were bouncing up against each other. Jimmy Santos. And I was the water boy manager for the basketball because I played football. And
Gotcha.
I sat at the end of the bench. We were on the floor, dude. It was sweet.
That's pretty cool.
I never sat like anywhere back low like before ever. When you're looking up, man, you're really looking up.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be good again in basketball. I miss those days.
Give them time. I mean, with all the changes in college sports, anything's possible. So,
well, like if somebody comes up to you and says, "What's your favorite college basketball team?" Most people will throw out Duke, North Carolina, blah blah blah. I say I have two, and they're like, "Well, how do you have two?" I said, "Well, UC and Xavier, the crosstown shootout, which I want to go to, but I've never been to."
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not big on college sports, but I probably when I do watch it,
if you had to pick a team,
probably be Xavier or even the Bearcats. Definitely local.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of college sports, what'd you think about Calipari leaving Kentucky?
Calipari?
Yeah, Calipari leaving Kentucky.
I know a lot of people I know that are like singing in the streets, brother. They couldn't stand that guy.
It's just amazing. And here's the funny thing.
Two Kentucky fans don't like him.
I know. The funny thing is, though, like a lot of coaches that you thought were going to be candidates have already told Kentucky no, which is kind of crazy.
I heard last night, who they think they're going to get is coach of Baylor, Scott Drew.
Yeah, I heard that too.
He's supposed to be the one that probably gets it.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
You know, when Scott Drew coached Baylor in 2021 and they were in the title game against Gonzaga, I won $1,000.
Did you? Wow.
I did.
Did you do like was it the?
Here, hold on. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still in my seat. So, this should be fun. We'll see what he's doing here. Oh wow! You framed
the whole frame, baby.
You framed it and everything. That's pretty funny.
I won $1,050.
What'd you do with it?
Well, I kept the money and little by little less all year.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Wasn't or anything.
You didn't win anything big, like
I might have got something, but not that I can recall.
Like a lot of like
money that like if I have to give if I know I have a month coming up that I'm not gonna have as many bills, I'll take a little bit back. You never know when you're going to have a rainy day.
Oh no,
up like today, raining all day.
Yeah, that's smart. That's actually very smart, though. But yeah, that's pretty cool that you won. How many years ago was that?
2021. Because the video, if you look at it on One Shining Moment on YouTube,
Yeah.
it says we waited 2 years for this, so here we go.
Oh, I thought you were going to.
Pandemic.
I thought you were going to say when they played One Shiny Moment, it was like Tim won $1,000. So
I didn't say that. I wish, but it didn't say that.
Well, Bud, it looks like we've pretty much covered a lot of things today. I mean, we've gone almost 30-something minutes. Do you have anything else to talk about? Or
Well, I just want to wish the Cubs good luck on their podcast, but I just will let them know we're gunning for them. I'll be little Travis.
Okay. Well, I gotcha. Well, I want to send a shout out to the people that have been viewing our podcast. Our numbers have been going up, which is great. We're very happy about that. We just love being two friends that have known each other for over 30 years and just talking sports and just life in general. It's really amazing. It's kind of really fun to do this, but I'm hoping more people tune in and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free. But I think you're going to see a lot of different things with this podcast, a lot more improvements. I might see some more guests, but I'm very happy with the way things are going. How about you, Tim?
I got one more thing I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
I have every hat from every team, from every city they play in. If somebody comments which hat they want to see, I'll put it on next week.
Okay.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
What if we get you like a witch's hat or something? Would you wear that?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Well, this is Brian and Tim signing off. We'll be back next week. Till then, please enjoy this episode of the Dirty Cleats, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.